So, for one final time, it's the last heat of the 2024 BNL Karting Series season. It's Senior Rotax, Heat 3, Race 12 of the meeting. Let's take you through the starting grid. On the front row, Macaulay Bishop and Armand Hamilton. Row 2, Lloyd Hare and Jaden Teen. Robbie Storder and Archie Buttle ran out row 3 ahead of Oakley Pryor and Paul Hamburg. Bram Plomp and Jort van Wyk ran out the top 10 ahead of Lado Kohanidze and Dante Sima row 6. Row 7, Sebastian Koch and Martin Gaiskens. Bolo Wett and Lawrence Harbros ran out row number 8 ahead of Danny Shields, Freddie Ingram, Vic Stevens and Lex Quintons rounding out the top 20. Completing the 34-strong grid are Zach Heslop, Ralph van der Pavet, Mika van der Pavet, Mateo Radenkovic, Rein van der Meer, Sam Bergstein, Tom Langlois, Marta Spike, Scott Westovens, Benjamin Van Hees, Rashid Ghanem, Olivier Jonkers, Sverre Ubben, and last but by certainly no means least, Luca Prima. Right, okay, let's cast your minds back, folks. 2 heats. And at the moment, well, the person who's leading the way is not Jaden Teen, it is going to be Macaulay Bishop, as that is the 310. Danny Shields from the UAE has just pulled it to the right-hand side. It's not going any further. That is a real shame for the man who just this year turned 18. Oh, real shame for Danny Shields. It looked like the engine was not working. Possible throttle cable, possible issue with the kart. So Macaulay Bishop so far won Heat 2 and was second in Heat 1. Armand Hamilton won Heat 1, 4th in Heat 2. Jaden Teen, 5th in Heat 1, 2nd in Heat 2. So at the moment, Macaulay Bishop, if he stays, I would think top 3, maybe top 2. He's on pole for the Super Heat tomorrow morning. However, penalties were given out. 10 front-fairing penalties and also 1 penalty for pushing. Lawrence Herbo's got a 5-second time penalty for pushing and then got a 5-second time penalty for a front bumper being out of position. So, what can I say about what we're about to experience? Well, you're going to have to join us for the ride because it's going to be a bumpy one. At the moment, Jaden Teen, 4.73. Vic Stevens, 4.54. So Teen starts 4th. Stevens, 19th. Bishop on pole. That's your top 3. So let's get ready to go racing. Let's crank it up to volume number 11. In the words of Spinal Tap, the lights have gone out and we're underway. Oh, and someone slowed. Oh dear, Sam Bergstein, I think possibly. Oh, but a big incident at turn 2 already. And who's that? That is... trying to make out the number. It looks to be possibly, it's a 370. Dante Sima. Oh, caught up in the crossfire again for the Dutch driver. And look at the swarm trying to get through at a turn number 6. Delhi just spray as they accelerate down to 7 off of the Europolon. Oh, and someone's gone backwards off of turn number 7. Oh dear, it's all going a bit Pete Tong in this race, isn't it? Oh dear. Clinkers cheering on Jaden Teen. Well, at the moment, Jaden's still holding his nerve at the moment, but some drivers have not really had the best run of luck. I think maybe a few drivers will be thinking, what on earth was going on there? 332 was sideways. Rein van der Meer is up 9 places. Mika van der Pavet up 9 places. Vic Stevens up 8. Zach Heslop up 8. Bolo Wett has sprung from 15th and is now 5th. Macaulay Bishop leads by a second. It could get a little bit crazy very, very shortly. 369 Freddie Ingram in front of the likes of 341 Lloyd Hare. Oh, Lloyd Hare's gone slightly off coming out of turn number 5. There's 322 Archie Buttle. There's 346 Sverre Ubben. And he's got Freddie Ingram. Oh, he's got Archie Buttle right behind him. There's Freddie Ingram in all of this. Well, that is 397 just behind Rashid Ghanem. Rashid's had a good start in this one as well. Up 18 places, but Sverre Ubben within a minute and 20. Actually, make that 2 minutes and 10. He is up. I can't believe I'm going to say this. 22 positions. 22 positions, I kid you not. Sverre Ubben, that is ridiculous. However, at the moment, it's clean sailing at the front end of the field for Hoddeson's very own Macaulay Bishop. He leads after 2 laps ahead of Armand Hamilton. But now that's changed. Jaden Teen now up to P2. Oh, hello, Kitty. Macaulay's mum. So go, Cauley. Love, Mum. Great to hear from you. Hope you're keeping well. Robbie Stordeur, 4th. Boluet, 5th. Vic Stevens, now 6th. Freddie Ingram, 7th. Ladoko Enite from Georgia, 8th. Now up 24 places. And we've still got 6 minutes and 50 to go, plus an additional lap. It is Sverre Ubben. Archie Buttle, 10th. Rashid Ghanem from the UAE, up 20 spots, now 11th. Lloyd Hare's dropped to 12th. Scott Westhovens has done a fantastic job at the moment and now is up 16 places, up to P13. Great to hear from Lisa Ingram, Freddie's mum, watching along with everybody else. Hope you're keeping well, Lisa. But again, those dark foreboding, oh my goodness me. Can these clouds just go away? I'd like to say words stronger than that, but then I might lose my filter. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all. Lex Quintons, however, has dropped off the face of the earth and possibly off of a karting cliff, if you will, down to 12th place. Dante Sima, well, 32nd place. So Dante Sima, 33rd. Okay, so Sverre Ubben is very, very close to getting into the top 7. This is how much it means to these drivers that if you get an opportunity and that turn 2 multi-car incident, and we've got another one at turn 6. Oh, Giorgio Markenstein, Sebastian Koch, and I think, I'm trying to catch out who the other person was. I should hopefully know about that very, very shortly, but yeah, it was at turn 6. So again, it just goes to show how quickly things can change. So not exactly how some drivers would want it to work out. As waiting to see, it might have been Benjamin Van Hees possibly. Oh yes, and Mateo Radenkovic. Oh, I don't like it when I see drivers drop down. However, Macaulay Bishop still leading the way. Jaden Teen, new fastest lap of the race, 1 minute 11.992. Third, Armand Hamilton, side by side between Lawrence Herbose and Lado Kuhanidze. That is a change for 10th place on the road. So there is still an opportunity for positions to be gained in the next 4.5 minutes plus an additional lap. And, well, Oakley Pryor's got to charge his transponder again. But Kitty, so good to hear from you and that you're keeping well. It was lovely to see you at Marienborg earlier on this season. Hopefully it won't be the last time we catch up at some point. Less than 4 minutes to go. And the lead gap is just under 1.2 seconds. Right, changes afoot. Ollie Yonkers through on Scott Westhovens. Meantime, Lawrence Herbose, I think, yep, has just got past on Freddie Ingram. And also on Ladoko Enite. So there are changes happening up and down the order. There is there is Freddie Ingram. It's actually, he's got Sverre Ubben behind him. So Lawrence Herbose is getting through on Archie Buttle. My apologies there. And, well, we have Martin Gaiskens, retired. Mateo Dankovic, retired from the race after that turn 6 four-car incident. But with 2 3/4 minutes left on the timer, plus an additional lap to go in this last heat of the 2024 season. It feels very surreal, me saying that. But tomorrow, I won't be concentrating on the season end. I'll be concentrating on who our champions are going to be for this year. And, well, a good battle. Sverre Ubben versus Freddie Ingram. Ingram holding his line and holding his nerve. And just behind them, there is Lawrence Herabols. So Herabols has an opportunity to try and make it through, and you can see the little adjustment on the line by Sverre Ubben, and that's going to open the door. Herabols is through, and that is a change. That is for 8th place on the road. So Freddie Ingram still able to hold on to the position in front of him. So at least the main thing is now Freddie Ingram doesn't have to worry about Sverre Ubben trying to chase him down. He's got to worry about Lawrence Herabols if he's going to send it up the inside of him. But at the minute, well, it's a Dan Holland Racing 1-2, courtesy of Macaulay Bishop and Jaden Teen. It's going to put them on a very, very good footing. Oh, Freddie Ingram went a little bit wide coming out of the final corner. Lawrence Herabols got through. And that's a change for 7th. So we still have this plus, I would say, we might be on the cusp of this plus 2 additional laps. So we're on our 2nd from last lap of the heats here. And there are 2 race leaders, Macaulay Bishop and Jaden Teen, making their way through into turn 7 off of the Europalan, using the curving to aid the rotation through turn number 8 as we come down to the final 60 seconds plus a minute of the heats here at the home of champions, Karting Genk. So Bishop and Teen line astern through turn number 10. And we will get another 2 laps, so we are currently on lap 8, so 10 laps looks to be the total distance that our drivers will occupy. At the moment, 4 retirements. Danny Shields before we even gotten started. And lap 3, Sebastian Koch, Martin Gaiskens and Mateo Dankovic. Benjamin Van Hees has continued, nevertheless, to keep on going. And the leaders make their way through turn 4. Now turn 5. And as they approach the Europalan, the timer now has hit 0. That's it, time is up. About 1 3/4 kilometres or so remain of this Senior Rotax 3rd heat. And at the minute, as things stand, Macaulay Bishop on course to take a maximum score for the 2nd time this year. Macaulay has had 4 third place finishes. He had a win in the final at Marienborg. Jaden Teen, over the course of the season, has not placed outside of the top 3 so far. 3 wins, 4 second places, and 2 thirds. So 1.36 kilometres remain, and Macaulay Bishop has been cruising at the front end of the field. So last lap is underway. The gap between him and Jaden Teen, 0.339 seconds. Teen having the fastest lap of the race so far, 1 minute 11.535. And Teen was fastest in Sector 1. Sector 2, it was Jot van Wyk and our race leader. Oh, it's going to go side by side, is it? Careful through 7. Bishop decides to go a little bit later on the brakes and retakes the race lead. It was nip and tuck between the front bumpers as to see who was going to edge ahead, and decided to go a little bit later on the brakes into the deceleration zone for turn 7. So 1 more corner remains. here at the home of champions. And through go our top two. Is it going to be a drag race to the finish? Well, it's going to be Macaulay Bishop. 2 wins out of 3 and provisionally puts him on pole for the superheats. Tomorrow morning, Jaden Teen rounds out the top 2. Third, it's Beau Louette from 15th on the grid to finish P3 ahead of Armand Hamilton. Vic Stevens, 14 places gained to finish in 5th ahead of Robbie Stordeur. Lawrence Herboz, and the man with the biggest amount of moves, I think, today, or probably equaling Tom Streller. Take a bow GKS's Sverre Ubben. Started 33rd, finished 8th, with Rashid Ghanem 9th, having started down into 31st, and Freddie Ingram rounding out the top 10. Archie Buttle, Ladokuanidze, Ollie Yonkers, Lloyd Hare, Scott Westhoven's Jort van Wyk, Ralph and Mika van der Pavet with Luca Brima and Oakley Pryor rounding out the top 20. Sam Bergstein, Bram Plomp, Tom Lenoir, Zach Heslop, Paul Hamburg, Rein van der Meer, Lex Quintons, Marta Spike, Benjamin Van Hees, Dante Sima round out the finishers in that particular race, with Radenkovic, Gaskins, Koch out on lap 3 and Shields out on the opening tour before he even got them started.